Alright, this is Andrew Jelly with Jota Home Inspections. We're here today at 594 East, 3610 South, doing a sewer scope. We've got the camera pushed out 94 feet. We are not quite to the city connection yet. I'm hitting an offset that I can't get my camera over. Waiting for this water to drain down, but it looks like we also have a little bit of a flat spot or a belly. When you have standing water like what you're seeing on the screen, that means that the waste and the water is not draining on its own with gravity, and so it has to build up before it can actually drain. That makes it easier for it to back up and raises the chance of it backing up into the house. And the only way to fix an offset is to dig it up. You can't fix an offset trenchlessly. You can do other items trenchlessly, like a liner, which helps repair an old line, but not an offset. So right here is the offset. You can see as we're coming down the line, my camera's hitting it, and even when I run a fair amount of water, I'm not able to get my camera to pop up over it. Trying to clean my camera head off. There's a lot of waste in this line. Some of it was just normal from it being a vacant house, like a lot of cobwebs, and so I was running water to keep that off my camera head. But in doing that, I think I fogged my camera head up a little bit, and so I might need to pull it back and then push it back out if it doesn't clear up enough. It's a pretty dirty line. As I'm pulling my cable back, it's got a lot of debris stuck to it. I think this line has some cast iron, and well, I know it has cast iron. And the issue with cast iron is it'll get rust and sediment that builds up, and that can catch on waste as you flush it down the line and create a blockage. I would recommend having the line cleaned, like hydrojetted out, or being cast iron. You could have it coated, which is a chain cutter. They go through and they cut one layer of the cast iron off, and that allows the waste to drain more freely. This is a transite pipe. Transite is a cement asbestos. I'm going to run some water and see if I can get this cleared off. I think you have a combination of a lot of different types of pipe here, because you had clay, which is the offset that I was getting caught up on, at least that's what it looked like. And then you have transite through this area, and then you also have cast iron under the house and where it goes out through the foundation. We'll give this a minute for the water to catch up. Hopefully it'll clear my camera head up. In either case, I would recommend having the line looked at by a specialist, because you do have that offset, and so I would get a price to have that repaired. They can give you a bid for that. Generally they'll want to do their own camera so they can locate it. I was able to see the line a lot more clearly as I pushed it out. There, I got enough water that I cleared a little bit off. That helps us a little bit. Well, at least it did. Oh, now it's worse. I'm just going to pull it back, and oh, there you have some more standing water. So again, another flat spot or a belly. We're still underwater, still underwater. There, we're starting to come out of water, and there you can see the cast iron. There you can see the cast iron where it's very rough and rusty. That's what I was talking about. And having it coated, they would cut a layer of that cast iron off. One downside is it's going to make the wall of the pipe thinner, and so it's always possible for it to collapse. There's no way to see with a camera how thick the pipe is, but do know that eventually the cast iron will definitely need to be replaced. And being from the 50s, I've definitely seen some of this age that have already had to have that done. One option is to add a liner, but that wouldn't be a good option here because you have a flat spot. You have bellies, like right here, you have standing water. If you put a liner, you're still going to have a belly, and that's still going to be an issue. You can kind of see, I mean, as an example, I'm just pulling out a lot of crud from this line. Having it cleaned, I think, would be beneficial. I see a lot of cast iron lines, but it's not as common to find this much waste and crud coming off the line as I pull it back. So I'd recommend having a specialist look at it and give you prices for repair, both for the belly, the flat spot, and then also for the offsets. They can also give you bids for replacement, since you do have cast iron, and get their opinion about when that should be done. I'm going to end this recording now.